And we're off. Hopefully you guys can see me. I always have to wait like 5 seconds to see if I've actually unmuted my microphone and if the stream's working. Let's just wait for it to catch up. Let me know if you can see me. Oh well, hopefully it's working. Oh, I can see myself. There we go. I can hear myself. I think I've actually managed to start a stream without muting the microphone for the first time ever. Welcome. Who have we got in the chat? We've got Tree, Arpit, Rushikesh, TNT Blender. Lots of people. Cool. So, as you may have seen from the thumbnail and everything, we're going to be making some magic for the Discord render. The one in the thumbnail wasn't something that I made. I just pinched that from Google Images. Hopefully the person that made it won't sue me. So let's transition to my recording thingamajig, and then we can get going. Fade. There we go. I do have an Amazon parcel arriving at some point. So in about 15 minutes, I might have to run downstairs for a few seconds, but I will be back very shortly after that. Oh, I probably shouldn't have this up on the stream. Hopefully that's not got any important information. Let me just double check. I think we're okay. That's probably fine to show. Yeah, okay. Haven't doxed myself yet. Whew. Okay, so these are some of the reference images that I'm going to be using to kind of base my model off. I think this is cool, but I want to do something a bit more like this sort of composition, this kind of lighting. I like the colors in this one and the particles, and I think the pages and stuff look really cool in this. So I'm going to try and do a little bit of everything, combine them together. So let's see how this goes. Going to put my reference images over here and open Blender, which is the key to making Blender renders. I hope you appreciate me being a big yeet and watching this. What, because it's so late? Thank you very much for staying up and enduring this. Right, so let's model a book. First things first. Let's make a plane. Oops. GX1. There we go. And then I guess we add a mirror modifier onto this. How is everyone doing? Hope your weeks and everything are going well. Let me know what you're up to. Clipping, scale, 2. And then could pull this edge out a little bit. And then I think I want to have like the binding kind of like this. And then bevel it a little bit, I guess. Is this going to work? Nope. Oh. Control B? Nope. Trying to think how this would work. Maybe like that. I kind of want to do the inverse of that though. But the mirror modifier doesn't like it. Maybe I need to apply it and then... Oh! There we go. We're in business. Lovely. So that's my book cover. We're done. No more requirements or render requirements needed. Unknown Clint, welcome. Hello, Lamau. Why are you saying Lamau? Stayed up till 2 AM yesterday. This will be fine. Me too, although I was working, which wasn't so fun. Okay, let's make this a little bit bigger. And then let's drop a solidify modifier on here to give it some thickness. Like so. Oh, it's got some hideous shading going on. And then maybe a subsurf modifier to smooth it out a bit. Oh, goodness me. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, there's people honking their horns outside. Lovely. Is that? There we go. Okay. And then one of these, one of these, and one of these. Yeah, it's looking kind of cool. I think it's probably a bit too thick now. Let's go back a little bit. Something like that. Oh, I haven't got the mirror modifier on, so I need to do it on both sides. Let's maybe I can apply this and then redo the mirror modifier. Can't talk. Apply. Is that? What the heck? Do I need to do this first? Apply. Apply. And then delete. And then a mirror. It's over 3 AM. Oh god. Where are you from, Tree? I never asked. Whenever you say you're up late, I'm like, what time is it? Mirror. Clipping. Hey, there we go. Lovely. And if I add another subsurf modifier, it looks even smoother. I want it to be a bit thicker, to be honest. Maybe I can just drag these up a bit. Oh, baby. Yeah, that's cool. It's not really smoothing very well, though. Why is that? There we go. Cool. So that's the book cover. Maybe a little bit lower. Oops. Okay, I should probably save this anyway. Render challenge. Let's move the mic out of the way so I can actually see. What am I doing? I should probably make my folders. It's 11:05 at the moment. Oh, Alfie. Oh, it's got some hideous shading going on. Cancel shading. I did realise that as I was doing it. I was like, I don't think this is really. I'm just making it completely smooth again. What am I looking for? I got distracted. Oh yeah, Google Sheets. And I'll do my little shot creator thing. You can't see this. It's on the other monitor, but bear with. Bear with. Shot 1. Bam. And then notepad, paste, select, replace all, save as, render challenge, shots.bat, and then render challenge, run the commands, and then we have some beautiful folders that I can save everything in. Let's refresh. Blender, scenes, magic render, and now we have an organized file system, which is always important. Nice haircut, lol. So there's a good story about my haircut. I tried to do, so I don't know if you can see on this side, there's like a line in my hair there. And I tried to do a lockdown haircut. To give some background to this, I've been cutting my own hair since I was about 17, and that was, so I'm 22 now, so about 5 years, more or less. And I've been doing the same style constantly. So last week, or a couple of weeks ago now, I was like, I'm going to do like a line in my hair on this side and just try and spice it up a little bit. Kind of like the Thor Ragnarok style, where he has like the lines cut into one side. Worked fine on this side. Went to do this side and couldn't really see what I was doing in the lighting. So I used the hair clippers and did one line, didn't look like it had done anything. So I did another line, still didn't look like it had done anything. Did another line, and then I moved my head a bit, and in the light I saw I suddenly had 3 like ridiculous, like massive cuts out the side of my head. So I kind of panicked, and what I've ended up doing is just like shaving my the side of my head, and it's kind of on the recovery now because it's like a week later. But yeah, I was literally, I looked like a punk rock star for about a week because I had no hair on one side of my head. So it went a bit wrong, but hey. If you were Erhan, you wouldn't say sorry, you'd say sorry and then say you're not really sorry, at least in my experience. Epic fail. Yeah, it wasn't the best. I managed to rescue it, luckily. I sent a load of pictures of it to the work group chat as it was sort of in process of going very wrong, and we all had a good laugh at it. But I rescued it to the point where I wasn't like ashamed to go outside, luckily. But it wasn't the best. I was a bit like, this was a terrible decision. Okay. So that's the book cover. Now I want to make some pages, I think. How am I going to do this? I think what I could do is like select some of this to make the inside of the binding, and then I can separate it. Oops, I didn't want this bit. Go away. And then Shift D, yeah, and then Scale Z. Oh, not with proportional editing. Scale Z -1. That will flip it. Lovely. And then just slap it there, and that's exactly what I was trying to do. Oh, it's a bit short though. Let's make it about that sort of size. So that's the inside of the binding. Just extrude it a little bit so it has some depth. And then I think I'm going to use some curves to make the pages for now. So curve. Let's do a Bezier. Let's try this. Might have to use a different one. Scale X 0, oh no, scale Y 0, there we go. And then spin it around, But do I want to spin it around? No, I don't. What have I done? RZ 90. Yes, and then it's going to kind of start here. And then so some of them are going to be closed, so I'm going to model like a thicker part, but I want a few of them to be actually open, kind of like this. And then let's do another one in a bit of a different position, like here. And then rotate a bit. Thor Ragnarok, do not get me started on the lines. Do you not like them? I think they look kind of cool, but not when I try and do it to myself, because then you end up with a terrible haircut, apparently. Who would have guessed? And then I think maybe one more, just here. Like that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then if I bring these right to the edge and do convert to mesh, and then I should be able to just extrude the vertices like this. Oh, fantastic. Now we have some pages. Cool. Blender render past explanation, please. Yep, I'm going to try and record that tomorrow and then upload, but I won't do it in this live stream because it's a bit long-winded. And also, those kind of things take quite a lot of explaining, and it's difficult to do that off the top of my head, so it's much better to do it in like an edited format so I can cut it down, cut out all the nonsense. I wonder if I can nick one of these and extrude it like this to make the thicker part. Yes, I can. Oopsie daisies. Maybe I feel like not really sure how to make this merge into the bit here now. I guess it would kind of just be attached here as well, so if I grab these and do proportional editing and then like something like that, it's probably what it would be like in real life. And then this stuff is way too up, if that's even a way of describing it. So like this. Yeah. Rotate. God, modeling is not my skill set, that's for sure. And then I guess this should probably be actually touching the oh, there we go. That doesn't look too bad actually. Kind of like that, and then some of these are still a bit high. Why is it suddenly doing the lasso select? Box? Or just... yeah, there we go. Ah! I'm still used to the old controls of having to press B to box select stuff in Blender. I haven't really adapted to the kind of like automatic box select thing. Does that look alright? I think that looks alright. Maybe round this off a bit more. Ah! My god. Something like this. I think that looks pretty reasonable. Ah, it's a book. Amazing. And then auto smooth so it doesn't look horrendous. And then maybe I can just flip this to the side and scale it a bit. Shift D, scale X -1. Not quite where I wanted it, but we move like that, and then just make it a bit less thick. Scale, G, Z, scale. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit of tweaking. Okay. Yeah, that looks alright. Apart from this random page that's now not quite in the right place. Oh, they're all the same object. Oh no, they're not. It's all right. Panic over. There we go. Cool. That looks like a book. I think I actually want it to be a bit more kind of open, like what's it called? Convex. Oh god, I'm trying to remember my maths. It's not an obtuse angle where it's like over 180 degrees. Specular, because Blender has glossy but doesn't have specular, and they're not quite the same thing. And specular is much more kind of like the standard for visual effects, especially like professionally. So I'd really like Cycles to have a like specular render pass, which would be very handy for doing reflections and stuff, but we shall see. It's magic how your render image is thumbnail and now you're making the book render master. The results future already in your hands. Thank you very much. What coincidence, Hugo's desk guy got a jankiness haircut as well. Did he? Oh no. I'm following in the footsteps. I'm gonna have to make a channel called Alfie's Desk. We keep joking about that at work because Hugo used to be the head of compositing at the company that I work, but not while I was there. Now I have a YouTube channel as well about Nuke. Seeing lots of parallels. Although it's not really about Nuke, it's just about visual effects. More of a Blender artist at heart, I think. Apart from professionally, obviously. Okay, so let's make this a little bit more open. I think if I grab the... Oh, it's still got the mirror modifier. Oh, actually, that's probably a good thing, to be honest. If I grab these and just kind of do this and then also rotate them a bit. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then these just need to do the same. So like... Ah, perfect. Happy days. Yes, that's looking good. Get rid of proportional editing for a bit. These now don't really line up, so let's just put them back. Cool. So I think what I'm going to do is put like some noise patterns along the side to kind of fake that kind of textured look of the book. And then for these, I found some... where is it? It's on a different screen now. I found some cool textures that I might try and integrate. So here we go, old pages on Google Images. So a tip that I kind of just thought up that I use in Nuke. If you have like an image with a white background, if I just save this, render challenge, shot one, Blender, textures. Oh, I can hear myself. Oh, I had the stream open. That'll be why. Let me just get the chat back up because that's disappeared now. Alfie's Desk, Lamau. Textures, and then let's just call this like old page or something random. If I just separate one of these and do a unwrap, just see if this works. Unwrap, UV editor. What does that look like? Yeah, looks okay. Shader. Editor, new page, and then let's just grab an image texture. Shot one, Blender, render challenge, textures, old page, and then material preview. Oh yeah, it's an Aces. Matte paint, matte paint. There we go. It's quite bright. So if I also open this here, then I can actually see what the UVs look like. So let's just scale. What's the... There's a shortcut that makes it like auto fit to this. I swear it's like Control P. Pack UV islands. There we go. What was the shortcut for that? Oh, there isn't one. Let's make one. Right click, assign shortcut, Control P. Now there is one. Scale this down so it fits a bit better. Scale like that. So what I was going to say was usually what I would do when I see something has a white background is go into Photoshop or something and do the select color range, and then you can remove the white. But an idea that I just had that haven't actually tested, but we can test live on the stream, is you can I think you can just like use a color ramp to key the alpha, and then plug that in as like the factor to actually make it transparent. So if I look at this, and then we just go super crunched like that, and then plug this into the alpha. Is that gonna? Maybe it needs to be the other way around. Just invert it. I think if I go into rendered view, yeah, there we go. So you can see this is now completely, it's like cut off the edges. It looks a little bit gross, so I might have to tweak the shader a little bit to make that not look horrendous. What's the best way to do this? Is that working? No. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. Oh, it's gone a bit. It's got some holes in it. I mean, that kind of works for this aesthetic, but that's not really what I was going for. There we go. That looks alright. Okay, let's also start blocking out some of the scenes before I get too carried away with the texturing. I want it to be like on a dark wooden table. I think something sort of oaky. So let's grab... God, I've got so many tabs open. Let's go over to old trusty textures.com. Search for like a cool oak texture. Something like this. Ebonized wood. That sounds fancy. Albedo. They're not any more high res ones. Okay, 512 it is. Roughness. Hey, sure, why not? I don't usually use ambient occlusion, but whatever. Textures. Oak. Downloads. Let's grab those 4. Copy. Oops. I wanted to go back to where I was. There we go. Pastorino. And then I think if I parent all of this stuff to the book, and then I can raise it up a little bit. So that. Oops. And then parent to the cover. And then just grab the cover. I want it to be flying. And then the camera is going to be sort of here. I'll tweak all of this a bit more later. GZ. Let's go like 35 for the focal length, maybe even less. 24. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Why is it? It feels like it's off center. Oh well. Rotate it towards us a little bit. Something like this. Is kind of cool. And then the tabletop. What's the shortcut? Is it Shift F3 to go to the texture editor? Shader editor? No? What is it? It is Shift F3. Do you have to just cycle through them? There we go. Oak. And then Control Shift T. Have you tried Megascans? They have an add-on that puts textures directly in Blender. I've seen people using it. I'm just not... it's not something I've ever really experimented with, but I know that people like Peter France use them quite a lot and get some very cool results. It's kind of like the kind of thing you sort of slap in to add that extra 10%. But this kind of scene doesn't really need that kind of extra bit of detail, because it's going to be quite simple, and it's more going to be like the lighting and the particles and stuff, I think, in this that's going to make it cool. I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, the oak texture. Open up. And then I have to set all of these to aces. And then that should look gorgeous. I thought I had another one. Oh yeah, there was the albedo, wasn't there? Oh, so not the albedo, the ambient occlusion. So you do mix RGB, whack that in there. Let's have a look at that. Multiply. And it's black for some reason. Hello? Base color. Is it not using the right one? Oh, it's because A says. And then... Is that really what the albedo looks like? It's just black. It's a bit of a waste downloading it. Oh no, there is some texture in there. Guess it's just not really showing up. Make it a bit brighter maybe. Let's use the curves and just do some investigating. Oh yeah, there is some texture in there. Okay. It's a bit grey, so I think I might add a bit of colour into it. Some saturation. So this needs to go into here, and then, oh no, wrong way. Oh god, what am I doing? There we go. And then that goes into there. And then it's a bit shiny. Color ramp. Now it's more shiny, less shiny. There we go. And then can I make the normal a bit stronger? It's not doing much at the moment. Oh, it's probably 'cause I've got no lights in the scene actually. We'll worry about that in a bit. Have you tried the MetaHuman creator? No, I've seen loads of people banging on about it. I don't really have much use for character creation, but I want to maybe use it for something like the Hulk video that I'm going to work on at some point this year. You just have to download the bridge. Maybe I'll give it a go. Not on this live stream, but I'll investigate in my own time, and then if it's cool, I can integrate it into some video ideas. Value. Bang. 2. Oh, that's cool. Still a bit. I want it to be like a brown colour rather than grey. So let's put some red into it. Oh no, maybe that's not really working. No. Let's multiply an actual brown colour over the top instead. Brown. And then mix RGB. Multiply. Is that going to work? It's not done much, has it? It's not done much at all. Mix. I guess that works. Then maybe I'll just make this darker. Maybe make this darker as well. Yeah, that looks more like what I was after. I wonder if I can apply the textures to this as well. Separate by loose parts. Yes. Unwrap. 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 And then UV editor. Shader. Open the page again. Control P. There we go. Oh, my amazing shortcut that I made is not as successful as I thought. It kind of works. Also, a good tip for varying the... oh, someone's ringing me. It's my Amazon parcel. I'll be back very shortly. We're back. Sorry about that. I had to run downstairs to collect an Amazon parcel. What's happened to the music? Oh no, it is still playing. Okay, cool. Let's just make sure I'm actually still live. Wait for it to catch up. Been going for 40 minutes already. God, I've made like 2 pages of a book. There we go. Okay, I can see myself. And I can hear myself. Lovely. Cool. Hello, Nishan 3D. Hey. Bingu Bun. Welcome. Where was I? Oh yes, the UVs. What was I saying about this? Oh yeah, you can rotate it different ways to get different, you know, like different edges of the texture showing. So it doesn't look like the same texture on all 4 pages. Page? Yeah. And then I could probably copy this one to here. Nope. There we go. Just fix the UVs on this. A bit out of breath from running up the stairs at 100 miles an hour. Let's just set this to clip so it doesn't have multiple pages. And then this one. Control L, materials. Just fix the UVs on this. Lovely. And we go into rendered view. We got some delicious old pages. Oh, what's going on here? That's not right at all. There we go. Cool. They're not really attached anymore. That's the only problem. Let's just move these down a bit, I guess. There we go. It's important that the pages are attached to the book. Okay, I want to put a little bit of lighting in just so it doesn't look awful every time I go into rendered view. So for now, I think there's going to be like some glows happening up above. So I'm just going to put a point light there for now, just to make it look a little bit interesting. Let's turn the world lighting right down. So 0.4. And then set this quite strong. 10. 1,000, 100. 1. Make it like a kind of cool blue color. Yeah, that looks a bit ugly. That's not too bad. The oak's not really showing up. Oh, it's just not really the right angle. Maybe I go a bit further back. Oops. I think we just need some more lights to be doing stuff. I want to put some like glowing runes on the pages as well, but I'll do that a bit later. Hello, what's the challenge? Yeah, to make a magic related, or to I can't read. To make a render magic related. That is correct. I'm very interested to see you check out Natron, maybe do some side by side. Yeah, people keep asking me to look at Natron, but I haven't used it ever before, and I don't really have that much interest in using it just because I know Nuke. Obviously, they're very similar, so I'm sure I could pick it up quite easily. But I don't really want to become a Nuke channel. Like, I don't mind doing the odd Nuke tutorial, but it's very niche, and there's people that are probably better at it than me. So I'd prefer to just like make cool stuff in Blender and occasionally be like, this is what I did to it afterwards in Nuke, than become like a heavy, you know, compositing channel. But we'll see. We'll see. Then I guess I want some like other parchment textures to go on the pages as well. On the thick ones. Parchment. Oh, oak parchment. They're a bit ropey. Let's just do old page texture. Again, nick something from Google. This is quite nice. Save as. Old page 2. Best naming conventions ever. So then I guess I want to unwrap the top differently to the sides. So, oh, what's going on? What's happened there? There we go. That wasn't meant to be like that. Unwrap. And then shader editor. Old old page 2, Control T, slap in the oops, old page. Oh, why don't I see it? Did I put it in oak as well? Am I dumb? No? Where did it go? It's gone into the ether. Save as. Oh, can't be securely downloaded. Don't believe in that. Keep. That should be there now. Refresh. There we go. Not sure what happened there. Roll matte paint. And then I just need to fix the UVs, because they are not looking too good right now. Someone's making a lot of noise outside. Old page 2. And then let's just use one half of this for now. Why is it so bright? Is that just the HDRI? Yeah. Actually, I think I want to use that corner on the other side, so let's just use this one. That looks pretty good. And then if I do this, I'll just do like a cube projection, and that will be a different texture anyway. So book sides. It's identical to Nuke, and since it's FOSS, that's why people using Blender would probably be interested in it. What does FOSS mean? Is it like open source or something? Do you have any donut to send? What? I don't know what that means. I'll think about it. I don't. Yeah, it's just like one of those things where I haven't used it before, and I'm not super interested in using it personally. So it'd be, I would just be making the video for the people that want to see nature on videos instead of actually doing things that I enjoy. I'm trying to avoid doing that because YouTube should be. Got a hair in my mouth. YouTube should be, you know, doing stuff that you actually enjoy and are passionate about. What do you mean by "do you have any donut to send"? I don't. Is that a reference to something that I'm missing? Book sides assign. There we go. And then let's do the same on this one. Unwrap. And then this also needs to be. Oh no. Old page 2. And then RX90. Wham. R180. Scale X. There. Oh, no, that's in the wrong place now. Scale X -1. There we go. So that's what I was after. And then let's just set the other ones to be the side texture. Book sides, assign, and then, oops, not inset. Cube, project. And then I guess shader editor. I'm trying to think what the best way to do this is. I guess just make this like a sort of parchmenty color, and then noise texture, and then do like a, just scale it massively in one direction. No, X. Oh, it's all gonna be different because they're. Oh, that's not too bad. That's actually pretty good. Apart from the fact that this one needs to be curved, but I can probably fix that in the UVs. That looks alright though. So if I do like a RGB and then just grab that color, then I can probably mix the two and make it look kind of cool. Multiply. Oh, nailed it. That looks pretty good. I should probably make the underside, not this though. Let's make this old page 2. Doesn't really matter what it looks like, 'cause you won't see it. I just don't want to be able to see the noise texture underneath. Let's see what I can do about these UVs, because that's going to annoy me. UV editor. I wonder if oh. How do I? Can I hide them for now? Yeah, there we go. I just wonder if straightening these out will fix that problem. Doesn't look like it is. No. Okay, that's fine. What happens if I do like projector and view? It's probably going to do very similar. Yeah, that's not really. Oh, is it? It might be on generated actually, which is why it isn't working. Oh, bloody hell. Oh no, it is using UVs. What if I do generated? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Book sides. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so it was using the wrong thing. Oh, now it doesn't work. Scale. And then, why does changing the scale now not do anything? That's kind of annoying. Maybe I just put it back to generated. And then 13, whatever it was before. The annoying thing is you're not going to see this anyway, so the side that looks good doesn't really matter. That looks really cool. How do I fix this? Blender Guru is asking people to make donut from his tutorial and make an NFT from all the donut and then sell it to give money to the Blender development. He made a video about it. Oh, cool. That's a good idea. Oh, free and open source software. Ah, yes. I should have really clocked that myself. You know what? I'm going to worry about that problem later. Let's just make it look cool for now. So that's looking pretty good. I think let's texture the book cover next. So this needs like a sort of leather texture, I think. Leather. And then I want like an old battered leather really, but I don't think they'll probably have that specific thing. So maybe if I just grab this and then I can use some like surface imperfection scratches on it to make it look cool. I'm going to run out of credits soon. My free credits. Let's just grab those, put them in here. Textures, leather, bosh, and then leather. Control Shift T, leather, bam. These are all data, map paint. How does that look? Ooh, it's a big boy. Let's make this a lot smaller. 4. Yes. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. That looks pretty good actually. And then if I grab some surface imperfections from the old. Oh, have I crashed? No, we're okay. What was that? Oh, it's just okay. Forget it. Image texture. I got the thing, the surface imperfections thing that Clint made from Corridor. So I use some of these to kind of make the book look a bit beaten up. This might look kind of cool. How are these mapped? Matte paint. Yeah, that looks alright. Probably needs a bit of a boost on the colour ramp to make them stand out a bit. That looks okay. Just make them a little bit bigger, or a little bit smaller, sorry. 1.3. Yes. And then one cool trick that I always do to make stuff less uniform. I say cool trick, it's really simple, but you can also use a noise texture to multiply it so that it's not like the same all the way over. That looks a bit repeated, but that's the underside, so it's fine. So if I do like a mix RGB and then combine these two, just look at this quickly. Scale it up a little bit, and then obviously run it through a color ramp so it's not rainbow colors. And make it quite crunchy. Then when you combine these and set it to multiply, the noise texture will kind of cancel out areas of the scratches, so that you can kind of control sort of what sections, not necessarily control the areas that it is, but not have like the identical amount of scratches all over the entire thing, which is quite useful. So something like that. If I turn that on and off, you can see it makes quite a big difference. Actually, that's not doing that much. Even bigger. Let's go like that. It's hard to see what I'm doing now. I want it to be quite big. Something like that, I think. Yes, that's what I was after. There we go. See, so that makes quite a big difference. And then you can also sort of change the factor to mix in the smaller ones a little bit. So what I can do with this is like screen these on top of the albedo and also use them as the normal mix RGB, mix these together and then do like a screen operation somewhere. Screen, there we go. And then plug that into there. How does that look? Pretty good. Pretty good. Fairly subtle. I might make the texture a bit bigger. Something like that. And then also do a bump map down here. So normal, and then the height will come from this. And when it eventually loads, it should look pretty damn cool. Yeah, and that goes into there. Let's look at this. How does it look? Come on. Yeah, it looks nice. And then I normally set the distance to a negative number for scratches so that they're actually indented. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. Let's look at this with everything else. Oh, gorgeous. Right, let's get some better lighting going on because I'm sick of seeing it with one light. I started using area lights quite a lot. I used to only really use like planes with emissions on them, but I'm kind of finding more recently that I quite like the built-in lights in Blender for some things. They have a bit more control, like the size and the I guess you have size by literally just scaling stuff up, but I quite like the controls, especially with the sun lamps and the spotlights and stuff, where you have like the cone that you can control the radius of and stuff. Hey, sorry I'm late. Jamie! Alright, I'm going to make you a mod. Oh, Erhan's here as well. Congratulations on 20,000. Dude, thank you so much. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, I hit 20,000 subscribers on Thursday, which was obviously a big deal. Add moderator. There we go, Jamie. You're a mod. Thanks very much for your continued service. Me puede traducir en español? Yes. Let me translate that. Hang on. Translate. Oh, can't spell. To English. Can you? Oh, did I not copy the whole thing? What? There we go. Can you translate me in Spanish? Oh, unfortunately not. But I think if you watch this back afterwards and you turn on the auto-generated captions, it might do it for you when you watch it as a YouTube video. But I don't speak Spanish, unfortunately, so I can't translate in real time for you, especially without speaking English, because that would be a bit rubbish for everyone else that was watching. Let's see how this goes. 10? 10. So I want to kind of give the book a bit of a edge lit thing going on. Maybe this just needs to be a lot stronger. 100? There we go. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. And then something like this. The thing is, I want to keep it quite high contrast as well. So that's the difficulty with these things, is lighting it so it looks cool, but also keeping the darkness. Whoa, Jamie, dude, £25. That's very kind of you. You didn't have to do that at all. Thank you so much, man. I've been waiting for you to stream again to send us congratulations. Oh, there it is. It's just popped up. Oh, mate, I'm blown away by your generosity because you donated on my birthday as well. Congratulations on 20k. Thank you for everything you've done with your channel and your Discord token of my appreciation. Dude, I should be thanking you. You put in so much effort and stuff for free. Like, I should start paying you to be a Discord mod. Dude, thank you so much. That's really kind of you, and thank you for everything you know, all the effort and stuff that you put in and help out with the server. It's very appreciated. Someone the other day was asking me, like, do you need any more mods? And I was like, honestly, Jamie's got it in the bag. Dude, thank you so much. That's really, really kind of you. Man, what a day. What a day. 6. And then I kind of want these to be some cool colors as well. And then I also, what I'm going to do is have some like particles and stuff coming out of the book. And then in Nuke, also add some kind of volume rays, which I think will look quite cool. But that's a step for the future me. Future Alfie. That looks kind of cool. It's just, it's not very, why is this? Oh, the pages are already lit up because of that. Okay. Maybe we make this less intense. 3. Now it looks a bit rubbish. 5. 10. Yeah, that's kind of more what I was after. Why is this? This doesn't look right at all. It's like clipping through the page. There we go. I'm going to put some cool like glowing runes on the pages, which I think will look quite nice. Unknown Clint ... What does that mean? EV editor. So what I guess I want to do is, oh, interesting. Why are these now like, oh, it's the different, so it needs to be like this. Let's Google what some magic runes look like and I can just rip them off. Rune symbols. I want some like RuneScapey vibe kind of things. Yeah, like this sort of thing. So I just put this over here. Or here maybe. Actually I can copy it into my pure ref document and then I can look at it nice and easily over here. And then we can do a bit of painting in Blender. Just sort of hand paint some. And then I can make them an emission texture and put them on the pages and they can have some nice glow on them. Right, so how does one go about doing that? That's the question. What size is this image? Is there a way to see? Because I want it to be the same sort of size. I can just do like 1080 by 1920, I suppose. New 1080 by 1920. Doesn't need an alpha. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. And then I want to go to the painting thing. What is it? Image editor. Paint. Yes. Yes. Here we go. So, unfortunately, the brushes in Blender do suck a bit, but that's fine. So, what should we do? Should we just write Alfie in hilarious magic runes? Oh, there's not an A. Oh yeah, there is. Okay. So the A looks like this. And then the L. Is there an L? Yeah, the L looks like this. F is, what is that? It's like a weird tree thing. There we go. I, actually they go like that. Oh god, this is looking terrible. I is just a line. And then E is it's an M. That makes sense. And then what else should we say? Someone give me something to write. Pagan runes are good to use. Pagan runes? What does that look like? Let's have a look. Pagan runes. You know what? I'm going to write Jamie in there because you're a legend for that amazing donation. Where's J? Oh, this looks funky. So it's like that. And then it's like another A, obviously, which I already have, which is that. M. Oh, man, this looks way cooler than my name. So it's kind of like that. Jamie. And then the I is that. And then the E is the same. There we go. That's our magic rune names. And then what else do we do? Could draw like a Illuminati triangle or something. Where's the Illuminati logo? Images. Let's try and draw something like this. I don't know if you can see this on the stream. Let's put this in pure ref as well. You're going to see my terrible skills as an artist now. So it's like this. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's already going wrong. Hello Alfie, just had a haircut. Oh, do you want me to cut your hair? As you can probably tell, I'm an amazing hairdresser. Welcome to the stream though, Boca4. Thank you for joining. And then we've got like the eye shape, which is kind of like this. Oh dear, oh dear. And then, oh god, I'm such an artist. Perfect. And then there's like some stuff going on here. It gets a bit thinner. Is there a way to change like the hardness of the brush? There we go. Brush settings, strength. I want it to be a bit less transparent. Let's just fix this a bit. Lovely. And then it has like some cool lines going on here. And then just, it's kind of random really. This is looking alright actually. I mean, it's not amazing, but better than I was expecting. Something like this. And then it's kind of like a Bob Ross sunset thing going on at the top. Like that. There we go. Perfect. So there we go. So there's Alfie Jamie, and then there's the Illuminati triangle. Could do symbols for earth, water. That's a really cool idea. I just don't know if my artistic capabilities are up to it. Maybe I'll save this, and then we can come back to it and add some more stuff later when it's sort of coming to the end. Runes, and then let's make sure I save this so we don't lose it. Render challenge. Textures, runes.png, and then if we go into the shader editor, we can do some magic. See what I did there? Magic, and combine them. So on the page, we want to do another image texture. Runes. This probably needs to have the same mapping as this. If I look at this, is that going to work? Oh no, it's the wrong way around. That's annoying. How do I... Let's do a different one. I don't know what this music is. It's got some sort of crazy Steve Vai version of the American Star Spangled Banner. There we go. Back to normality. Let's get the chat back. Alfie, have you watched WandaVision? No, people keep recommending it. I don't know what it is. Is it like in the style of a sitcom, or is it actually kind of Avengers-y? Because from the clips that I've seen, it's like, you know, like a period drama kind of thing. Well, not a period drama, but, you know, it's like, it's got that kind of like a retro kind of 70s vibe or whatever it is. But I've heard it's very good. Is this going to work? Ooh, maybe I just need to rotate the UVs. But it should be working because... God damn it. Because I made it the same sort of aspect ratio as the... Mask visor, what? That's not from this project file. See, that should work. Maybe I need to... I know what I need to do. Here's the plan, here's the plan. We do a second UV map for the runes and we rotate them like this. 90. Scale. Scale. And then we do this. And then what we can do is UV map. Set this to be the runes, and then bosh, it's upside down. But that is the idea. So now we have two UV maps, and I have independent control over the placement of the runes. Is that in the right side actually? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Might make it a bit bigger, like that, and then set that to clip, which it already is. and then run this through an emission. Oh, interesting. Oh well, worry about that later. Mix. Oh no, I know why it is. It's because this needs to be the factor for the mix, not the actual emission. Still not working. Why's that? Is it not like the... That's fine. That's fine. And then when you combine them, it freaks out. Oh no, we're okay now. Shouldn't it be like that way around? Yes! Look at this, boys. Let's make this like a cool kind of glowy fire colour. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. I wonder if I can... I might have to do that for each one, that's the only thing. But it won't take very long. Actually, screw it. Oh no, maybe I don't want to do that actually, because I'll have to rotate them again. I'm trying to think of the best way to copy this across all of them. Maybe it will just work if I just do the copy attributes thing. I don't know if it will actually transfer the... That's not what I wanted to do. Might be alright. I might be able to rescue it by doing this. Oh man. The only thing is they're not like the same... Are they all the same shape now? What's happened there? That looks pretty cool. Look at this in rendered view, see what it looks like. Yes, look at that. That's very cool. I think I might delete this light now and actually use that as the emission source. Then I can crank these up a bit and make them actually do some funky lighting effects. Set this to like 5. Oh, that looks tasty. Gron, hello. Oh, that's really cool of you to drop in. Welcome, welcome. Don't judge my my terrible texturing. Dear. Congratulations on 300,000. That's a really, really big number. I'm very happy for you. It's very different than anything I've watched. No, it's okay, just in case. Yeah, I'll probably watch it at some point. What is? It's not on. Is it on Netflix or is it on? It's probably Disney Plus, right? Because it's Marvel property. Okay, I think I want to do like some volume rays and stuff coming off of this in Nuke, and then I want to make some candles and stuff for the background. Thank you. Looks good. Ah, that's very kind of you. It's getting there. It just needs some variety. These background lights are not quite what I was intending. Maybe they need to be stronger. 6 more. Oh, actually, I can show something that I made the other day. So this is a bit of a secret project, but it's probably fine to reveal it on a live stream because then it's not documented anywhere. I've been working on some NFTs, and I made a really cool render that I'll show that was posted on Twitter. I don't think they've announced that I'm the artist yet, but this is the only one that's actually gone out so far. Renders. Where was it? It might be in a different project file. Space render. Here we go. So I made this in Blender and Nuke, which is really, really cool. Just like a GIF at the moment. But yeah, so it's like I made the astronaut and the helmet and everything. Well, actually, I made all of it. And then I made this box from like a kit bash kit. And then just did some like funky... I basically looked at a load of references of what people were doing for NFTs. And was like, they usually have some crazy lights going on in the background. And there's some like cool colors in the back. So I made like a planet with the lights and defocused it. But yeah, I thought this turned out really cool. I'll announce more about this when it gets closer to the time because I don't want to say too much because it's not really my project. But that was something fun that I made the other day. Yeah, Disney Plus. Okay, I might have to resubscribe when The Mandalorian comes back out for season 3, and because I always get Disney Plus for that. I'll also watch WandaVision at the same time. God, I'm losing the will to live with this. I'm trying to think. Maybe put some candles in. Let's see if we can just find some online. I don't really like modelling candles. It takes forever. then we could do like a cool subsurface texture in the candles. Hey Alfie, what are you doing? Making some magic renders. Actually, you know what? Let's do something exciting and then we'll come back to like fleshing out. I want to do some stuff with the particles for now because it's more visual effectsy. Dude, that looks so good. Thank you. That's very kind of you. It's in the early stages. It's going to look cool when it's actually finished and comped. For now, it looks a little bit ropey. Let's just hide these and put them in a collection. And then sack them off for now. Oh, why is only one of them in there? Oh, I didn't turn off the collection. So I think if I make these two particle emitters, if I just do it on the faces. Ah, what's happened there? There we go. I can set them as like their own vertex groups, I think, and then set that as an emission for the particles. Vertex group emission, and then let's just get rid of the pages for now as well, just so I can actually see what I'm doing. Bam. These are going to need separate systems, I suppose, aren't they? Right, page, set gravity to none, and then I want them to kind of rise up. Field weights, bam. They need a bit of velocity to be going up. 0.5. Yeah, some of them are still going down. Maybe I can just set this as a collision. What's it under? Is it that kind of collision? Yeah. God, that looks a bit mental though. I want to be a bit slower. Let's do some funky stuff. So, physics, don't really need any of that yet. What am I thinking? Particles are my favourite thing. Yeah, I don't do much with them in Blender, but they always look really cool. Someone requested that I do a Harry Potter video recently, and I'm thinking about doing it with that, because when I worked on the Wizards Unite thing at work, the way we did all the spells was literally just like a really, really dense particle simulation. If I get it up quickly, not to go on too much of a tangent, but Harry Potter Wizards Unite launch trailer. Is it this? That's not the main one. There we go. It's got the cheeky 5.4 million views. Where's the spells? Let's get some good ones. Where is it? A bit later. God, can't even remember my own ad that I worked on. It's like here. So yeah, all of this stuff is all like particle systems and things, which looks really cool. And it's kind of just like it comes from an emission point, and there's like a turbulence field that makes them go all nuts. And then we just did a load of glows and like chromatic aberration and stuff on them. Just show you this quickly. One of my favorite shots that I did was this one, which is like the Expecto Patronum thing, and then I did the face sucking shot as well, which was really cool, which is a bit earlier on here, where he's getting his face globbed off by a Dementor there. I thought that looked really cool. Looks a bit ropey with the YouTube compression. This is actually, I used Blender for this, so I did like a rough hand track of his face, and then I did 3 different smoke sims all coming off the face and using that as an emission, and then comped it all in Nuke and did like a load of warping and stuff on it. Someone also did like a Houdini pass of different kind of colours coming out the mouth, so it was like darker bits of smoke here. But yeah, this shot was done using Blender, which was quite cool. Or obviously some of the CG was done in Blender and then comped in Nuke. I try and get it in whenever I can. Oh, another thing I also did, I don't know if this will... is this going to be on YouTube? No, it's probably not. I put a goldfish in a fish tank using Blender on one of my lunch breaks that the director asked for. That was very, very fun. Was it simmed in Houdini? A lot of it was, yeah. Obviously not the stuff that I did in Blender wasn't, because not hate using Houdini, but don't really know how to use it very well. So I just did like a quick smoke sim, just using the quick smoke thing and actually it wasn't Mantaflow, it was the old one because it was before Mantaflow came out. But yeah, I try and sneak Blender into anything that I do at work just because it's funny. But since I made the Iron Man video, that got shared around at work, and now people keep asking me to do stuff. So I think they're actually realizing the potential of Blender. It's quite strange for a 2D artist to know a 3D software when you get to like that level in the industry. So unless you're like a generalist, obviously. I've gone off on a massive tangent. Let's put some force fields and stuff in this. Get the particles doing some cool stuff. I know that turning up the flow normally does some cool stuff because it makes them all kind of group together. What does size do? I can never remember what any of them actually do, so I just end up changing the settings until it looks good. Where's the particle system gone? There we go. I want the lifetime to be a lot longer so that they actually rise up a bit more. There's probably too many as well. Let's do like 200. Hi bro, liked your video, but please can you do a video on 2.9 VFX? What you mean in Blender? This is 2.9. This is 2.92 to be precise. Hi community, I've just launched render of short scene video theme of desert. I will show it soon. Cool. Look forward to seeing it. This needs to be the same. What kind of the same thing? Page left. 60. Oh, I didn't set the. I bet that's why it was coming up weirdly because I didn't set it to only use the vertex group. Where do you do that again? I can never remember. Physics. Render. Vertex groups, here we go. Density. Emission. Yes, there we go. That's what I was after. And then on the other side, it's just pissing out the bottom of the page. Let's do the same thing here. Oh, this doesn't have a vertex group yet. Lol. Emission. And then density, emission. Need to also turn off the gravity on this. Bang. Give it a bit of initial velocity. Put this more in the middle maybe. They're not really rising up in the same way, are they? Maybe it's just the seed. No, there's definitely something going on there. Why is it not the same? 0.5. Maybe I just turn this up to like 1. It's like they're getting stuck on some. Oh, it's the lifetime, isn't it? Of course. Or is it? Yeah. There we go. They're still kind of falling down. I think it's just the pattern of the noise is making them move a bit weirdly. Let's change some of the settings on this. Strength 6. Let's make the flow like 2.5. Maybe it needs like a wind underneath to make them actually go up. Give it a little boost. Let's turn the strength up a bit. There we go. That's beautiful. It's probably a bit too much, if anything, but that's kind of what I was after. No, not minus. That's definitely not what we want. You want to add some force fields, you can use the book as a force. That is the plan. That is the plan. Stronger still. Boom. Okay, and then let's see what this looks like if I put... Oh, what's happened there? It's just disappeared. Oh, it didn't. I just need to cache it, I think. What other force fields can we add to make this interesting? Harmonic? Let's just put them all in, see what happens. Strength 5. Screw it. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Maybe if I put that up here, that will sort of suck them all up. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Maybe I can use that and they can just be sort of... Yes, look, that's awesome. Okay. So I want these to look kind of like sparks. So if I do the old lifetime divided by age or whatever in the shader settings, then that'll look cool. Let's... Sorry, I realised what you were doing. That's all right. I'm open to suggestions. Let's bake this before I get too carried away. Cache. Where's cache? I can never remember. There we go. Let's just do like 70 frames and I can pick one that's good. Where's the Let's just do 100. Caches in like 2 seconds anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. I do feel like there's a lot more coming out the right than the left for some reason, but I'm pretty sure I put them on the same amount. So that's a bit unusual. 200. Oh no, this is on 60. Let's meet in the middle. Let's do 125 on each. Because it's a bit too much. There we go. That's looking nice. Okay, bake that one. Bake that one. And then we can set the look. So I always, for sparks, I always just do like an icosphere and then decimate it a bit. Basically, it doesn't really matter for this, but if you're doing something really heavy, it's always good to have less topology. So with decimate and blind, there we go. I always just crack it down something like this, and then just do like a few different variations. So use the sculpt brush a bit, just kind of pull them around. Definitely didn't want to do that. And then just kind of change the model a little bit. So these are the sparks, and then you can put these in a collection. Oops. Sparks. And let's just move them under the ground so I don't actually see them. And then in the settings for the particles, you can set that as the collection. So it's under render. Render as collection. Sparks. Boom. And then obviously you have all the controls for the scale and the scale randomness. I always turn the randomness all the way up just because the more the merrier. And then let's do the same for this one. Collection. Sparks. Bam. Lovely stuff. There we go. That's looking kind of cool. And then let's do the shader on the sparks. So this is what I always do for all my videos whenever I have sparks, like the Thor hammer video. You do shader editor, sparks, and then emission shader. Oops. I can't type. Trying to do it without looking at the keyboard. And then you do a particle info node, and you do a math node. And then basically divide the lifetime by the age, I believe. Can never remember which way round it is, so I often just end up looking at it and sort of seeing what it does. So you can see here some of them are now darker than others, which is what I was going for. And it gives you some nice variety. And then also what you can do is do like a math node on one of the operations, so like age, and if you set this to multiply, changing this value will also affect like how the numbers interact. I think I actually want to do it on lifetime instead. Math lifetime multiply. No, it's not doing much. Maybe it was a color ramp actually. Lifetime age. Is that what I was after? Let's do another one on here. It's not doing much. Why you do this? Math. Multiply. This is the fun of trying to work it out live on the stream. There I was saying I do this all the time. Oh, there we go. That's kind of doing something now. So yeah, basically the idea is just that you get some variation as they get older. They kind of change color. And then if we plug this into the emission, plug this into here, like so. Probably make them a bit smaller actually, because they're still a little bit big. What's it under? Settings, scale. Like that. Same on this. Turn the scale down a bit. And then put the pages back on. That's looking kind of cool. I think I want these to be coloured though, not just Oh, I know why it is. It's because I've only put the I've only put the shader on one of them. Copy materials. That should do it now. There we go. So there we go. I was wondering why it wasn't working. Let's change. So if I change some of this now, one. So let's use a color ramp again. Going in circles, but it's fine. Changing this now should do nothing. Why isn't it working? Lifetime? Oh, god damn it. There we go. That's doing something. And then math. Just trying to remember what the actual process was. Is it because they're not getting old enough, maybe? I wonder if I set the thing to 100 instead. Delete bake. Let's just do... Oh, it is on 100. Oh, the lifetime's not on 100. Okay, bake. Delete. Delete bake. 100. Bake. And then... I'm determined to get this to work. Age, lifetime, color ramp. So... Is it because they don't have any variety? I wonder. Lifetime randomness, that's what it needs. That's why... Yes. There we go. So now they will have different lifetimes, so they should actually change. So if I look at this, then we look at lifetime. We're getting there. We're getting there. And then you can also control the color by changing these. So we do like, this will be red, and then this will be kind of like a more sort of off-white color. Still not doing it. I'm really confused why this is. Let's make these a bit smaller. Individual origins. Bosh. Is that working? Yeah, slowly. Cool, thank you very much. You know what? I'm going to Google it because I don't want to waste everyone's time by just trying to make the sparks a different colour for half an hour. Blender Sparks Shader. It's this one. My stomach's rumbling. Need some lunch. So it's age divided by lifetime, and then the factor goes into an emission. Okay. Age divided by lifetime, and then a color ramp. So there we go. So you can see now the lower ones got darker there, like that. So if I make them like white as they're coming out the book. Oh, not green. It's because I'm using aces. It's freaking out a bit. And then as they go higher, make them more of like a sort of dark red. Lovely. We got there in the end. Cool. So that's working now. That's more... Yes. It's all that kind of fiery embers colour. And then changing the... where that is on the colour ramp will also change the sort of gradients in the colours. Cool. Well, that only took like 20 minutes. I'm glad we got there. Let's put the lights back on. Starting to get somewhere. It's just a bit boring at the moment. Let's put some candles and stuff in, I think. Okay, let's try and find some candles online. Preferably ones that aren't $25 for a candle. This is quite cool. The candle itself is a bit boring. Just got some shape to it. Yeah, that's quite nice. This nib. Oh, $18? You're having a laugh, mate. Okay, I'm making my own candle. Screw this. Cylinder. Done. Joking. Let's do a bit of sculpting. God, it's been a while. Let's do draw brush and then dye topo. I'm trying to remember all of my Blender lessons with Grant now. 4. Yes, that's what I was after. There we go. Sensational. It's a bit of a chunky candle, actually. Oh well. It's been used a lot. Let's put it that way. Okay. And then it needs a wick, of course. Maybe we'll just use a curve for that. Bezier. Let's just snap it over here. Where's the curve gone? Bezier curve, selection to cursor, scale X 0. Ah, no, didn't. Scale Y 0. There we go. And then, why isn't it letting me rotate them? Whatever. Can't tell me what to do, Blender. Something like this, and then still on individual origins. Do a little depth on this bad boy. What's it called? Depth. There we go. How do you fill in the? There we go. Fill caps. Fill caps. Lovely stuff. Parent that, and then just put some candles all over the table. It's gonna be like some sort of shrine. Oh, didn't move the. Maybe I just have to join these together. Let's do convert to mesh, and then Control J, and then let's just call this candle as well. F2, rename candle. Job done. Oh, that is fantastic. Fantastic. Probably do some depth of field on this as well, so have some nice kind of glowiness in the background with some bokeh. I can't believe how like chunky those candles are. It looks hilarious. But oh well. We're getting there. We're getting there. Could have done that with a particle system. Just scatter the candles. Or geometry nodes, of course. I've got a candle you can use. You need to decimate it. Ah, thank you, man. It's okay. I think we're getting there now. But that's very kind of you. Oh, I should have put the bloody flame on before I moved them all around. I have to like snap them to the objects now. God damn it. God damn it. Old lamp next to the book to light the scene. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's model a quick flame. What's the best way to do this? Maybe like a metaball thing. Or not. Doesn't look too bad. I guess. It looks a bit weird, doesn't it? What's a better way to do this? You know what? I'm just going to go with it. Embrace the dodginess. Convert to mesh. And then let's just sculpt mode it a bit so it's not horrendous. Use the inflate brush a bit. There we go. A flame. This will have an emission texture, obviously. And, oops. Emission. Where is it? There we go. Emission. Make it some fire colors. And very bright. Okay. And now I have to put them on top of all of these. So what's the best way to do this? Just get one looking good first, I suppose. Oh, not in the right place. Oh, lovely. And then I also want to put like a... You know what? Let's get rid of these because I had to do a few things. Like I didn't texture them or anything either. So we can place the candles with some particle systems and it will be funky anyway. So let's put that on there. And then I need to texture the fuse thing, or the wick, separately. So this is going to be wick, a sign, and this will just be like a brown color. Don't have to go too crazy with the texture on this. Like that. And then the actual candle is going to be a wax shader. Wax. Let's make this look funky. A sign. Oh. Shader editor. So I guess this needs to be like a kind of parchmenty yellow color, and then got some with some funky subsurface stuff going on in it as well. So let's see how this looks. Oh, tasty. That's already looking pretty good. Turn the roughness down a bit so it's a bit shinier. Too shiny, too shiny. This looks a bit ropey. I wonder if I can do like a gradient texture on it. That's kind of not what I wanted, but also not awful because I could do like a thing to add some more detail in the middle like that. Yeah, that's not bad actually. Then I can do two different emissions, so like a white and a and a yellowy color. Mix these together. Have that as the factor. Hello, DMN Productions, or Pictures, sorry. Welcome to the stream. Why is it really bright? Maybe they don't look different enough. There we go. Let's do that the other way around. Oh no, I do want it that way. And then make this more like a red, I suppose. Or yellow. Yeah. And then just soften that off a little bit. Boom. Lovely. It's not very lit up though, is it? That'll do. It's gonna be out of focus anyway. Make them glow and stuff. Yeah, I will. I'll do that in comp though. I'll render an emission pass and then put some glows on it in Nuke before I finish. Tell you what I could do now though, just to make it look cool, is switch to Eevee. This is a little trick I worked out recently. And then turn on bloom, I think. Yeah, and then you can turn the threshold up. Oh god. And that. Radius intensity. There we go. And then if you go back to cycles in material preview, it does that. So it looks really cool. So that's a quick trick for anyone that's interested in getting some bloom in cycles. My name is Damon. Nice to meet you. My name is Alfie. Oh, the police are onto me for having 2 good renders. I think these pages need some texture, like some actual writing on them. Magic book page. Let's grab something cool. This is quite cool. Save as. Page 1. This is quite cool as well. So, oh, that's very cool for magic. Let's do this. This will be page 1 instead. Replace. You've been replaced, unfortunately. And then go back to this one. Save as. Page 2. And then we can slap these on here. So let's do page 1. See if this works. Obviously need to go back to matte paint. Is it upside down, or is it just the UVs being a bit weird? UV editor. Page 1. Select. Hide the rest for now. Okay, so it's just not fit properly. There we go. That looks awesome. And then on this side, old page 2. Left. My naming conventions are terrible. Shader editor. Let's grab the other one, which was it? This one. Roll matte paint. And then the UVs are probably buggered on this one as well. Is it this? Yeah. Hide. Scale X2. Perfect. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. Shader editor. Oh no, I've done it now. Okay, don't need to do that anymore. Let's see what this is looking like. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I think the particles are a little bit underwhelming, but I can come back to that. The glow's looking really cool on the pages. Maybe it's a little bit too much or a bit too orange. Page. Just do like 1.7 and make it a bit more white. Yeah. Anyone have any suggestions for other stuff to put in this? I'm trying to sort of rack my brain for ideas. Let's join these together. And then I wonder if I can use a particle system. Oh! Someone donated. What happened? Or someone subscribed? South Knee Productions. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. God, that always makes me jump. So let's do a particle system and see if this works. So I guess if I subdivide this a bit, then I can do it by the faces. And then on here, if we do particle system add, let's just do like number 12 or something. Lifetime, just set it to like 1,000. Frame start, frame 1. And then I want them to emit from faces. Distribution jittered. Yes, that's looking good. Then let's put this in a collection. Oh, actually I don't need to because it's only one object. Maybe I can make a few actually if I do. Let's just separate this for now. Let's make another one and just do a bit of sculpty. Maybe turn Dine Topo back on. Ah! Oops, I'm using the inflate brush. Oh well. It's going to add some difference to the candles. And then one more. Oops. Ah! I guess I can rotate this around as well to make it a bit more varied. Sculpt mode. What should we do on this one? Maybe I could like have this one kind of melting a bit. Jesus. And then just smooth that out. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Oh. Lovely. And then let's just join all of these. Control J. Control J. Control. Oh, is that already? Nope. Control J. Candle 1. Candle 2. If I can find the 2 key. It's behind my microphone. Candle 3. And then candles collection. And then we can make that the source for the particles. Render collection candles. They're absolutely tiny. Ah! Oh my goodness me. What have I done? There we go. Size randomness. Not too mental. Why are they on their side? That's not meant to happen. Rotation. Randomize. Oh god. Your audio is too low, is it? It's on the max in OBS. I don't really know how to turn that up. I guess I could turn up the gain on my audio interface a bit. See how that goes. Is that any better? Bit louder, bit louder, bit louder, bit. Oh my god, I can hear like echoing. Maybe just turn your volume up a little bit because I can't go much louder on my end. How do I make this not fall over? There must be a setting for it. Oh, well, that wasn't really what I intended to do, but hey, there we go. And then what you can do is apply this, and then, oh, or not. Oh, for God's sake, your audio's too low. Now fine, cool, okay. Why was it? It's not. It's not playing ball. It's not working. Parent particles, and then convert. There we go. So I've converted those to meshes now. I can delete the particle system, and I can select these and just move them up a bit. And then we've got some scattered candles, which looks incredibly dodgy. Just move them all down to the actual correct height. And then I guess probably want to be in frame as well, so like this. Oh, there were two inside each other. That's always good. How's that looking? Pretty cool. Apart from the fact that there's no lights. Now there's lights. I think this is looking kind of nice. Not super sold on the interesting elements of it yet, but we'll get there. I think if I turn off the world lighting, it will go more contrasty, which is probably what I'm after. These pages look a bit bright now as well. Let's just make these a bit darker. On the sides, shader editor. Oh, it's, there we go. That's why it wasn't looking at the right thing. They're really dark now. There we go. Cool, that's working. I think I might scale these up a bit because they're kind of falling off the edge of the book. That's better. Is that better? Yes, why not? That's fine. What about some runes on the table? Yeah, I was thinking that. Do some like cool kind of, what's it called? A pentagram or something. Maybe not a pentagram. That would be a bit offensive to people. I got very chapped lipped. Hello, viewer from Brazil. Adriano Mantoan. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Oh, that looks cool. 58 for the normal value. Might be a bit much. Let's try like 10. Just want it to look a bit more bumpy, really. Let's try this into the height. And then the normal goes into here. Bump. Oh, I could put some scratches on the table as well. That'll look cool. Yes, that's more like it. Distance 0.2. Cool. We've got an aggressive looking table. Image textures. Let's get some scratches. Because there's been a lot of magic going on this table over the years. 2K. Just get like a, not like a mental one. Something like. Maybe one of these. Roll map paint. Value 2.1. Then we can do the old noise modifier. Not modifier, multiply thing on here. Multiply. Let's go into material preview so it's not super laggy. Oh my god, the bloom! The bloom! This needs a color ramp. Crunchy, crunchy. Is that working? Is that working? I think that's working. Mix RGB. Oh yeah, I want the slider. That's why it wasn't showing up. Multiply. Cool. And then that's going to be, oops. So that's the base color. And then do mix again. Screen the scratches onto the table. Which doesn't seem to be doing much. I need to bump them up a bit. There we go. Now they look mental. But make it fairly subtle. And then the real trick is putting it into the normal map. Bang. What might just happened? -1. There we go. So yeah, you can see all these cool scratches now on the table. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. In pagan culture, 5 points being earth, water, fire, and spirit. Let's see if we can find some references for that. Pagan symbols. Earth, wind, fire, water. This kind of thing. That's quite cool. Maybe I'll do those. Maybe I will do those. I was thinking this sort of thing actually. Maybe I'll just nick this. Save as. Table runes. Probably need to use Nuke to extract that because it's a bit too clean. Let's do a quick bit of comp magic on this to make it look hand drawn. Put some distort modifiers and stuff on it. And then make a funky texture. Hello, I'm back. Welcome back. Where did I save it? Rendered. What's this called again? I forgot what we named the folder. Render challenge, surely. Yeah. Blender, textures, table runes. Okay. So, quick bit of Nuke magic. Let's invert this. Actually, we can key the black to extract just the writing. so. And then invert. And just do a garbage mat to get rid of that crap at the bottom. Mask. Replace. And then I think if I do like a noise modifier, not a modifier, oh, what size is this? 400 by 600. Noise. Something like this. We can make it look hand drawn by doing an eye distort on this. So shuffle alpha into RGB, which looks like this, and then eye distort, copy noise, let's just call this new distort, RGBA, bang, and then this UV channels is distort, crank up the UV scale, and nothing happens. Interesting. Distort. So it is showing. Oh, I didn't copy it. Distort. There we go. Cool. Make it a bit more like that. Maybe a bit more high frequency. Yeah, just so it doesn't look so perfect. Cool. Okay, let's write this out as a PNG. Does it have an alpha? No, I guess it doesn't really need one. Let's just do a JPEG. JPEG. Screw my auto export thing. Textures. Table runes. Hand drawn. .jpeg. Render. Frame 1. Then in Blender, unwrap said table. New. Actually, I don't want to do a new shader for this, do I? Oh, have I crashed? Oh, no, we're okay. We're okay. I just want to do a new part of the shader. So, image texture, media, render challenge, shot 1, Blender, textures, runes hand drawn. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. Definitely not the correct UV thing. R90. Scale. R180. I think something like that. And then. Yes. And obviously set it to not clip. Clip. That looks kind of funky. Emission shader. Mix these two together. Make that the factor. Bang. It probably needs to be this way around. Oh, I think I crashed. Oh dear. Oh no, we're okay. We're okay. It's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. Something's going to happen. There we go. Cool. Let's make this a kind of funky fire color. God, it's really slow to update in material preview mode. What's up, A? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Oh, gorgeous. I think it needs some like noise on it to kind of multiply it down a bit, but it looks cool. So, noise texture. Color ramp. Bang. Scale. Quite high scale, I think. And detail all the way up to make it look cool. And then mix RGB. Using lots of mix RGB nodes today. Multiply. Make it a bit stronger. More scale. Yeah, that's looking kind of cool. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. I kind of want like a gradient somehow in the... I don't know how this will work though. But if I do like this, does that? No, it's not going to map correctly, is it? Needs another noise texture. So if I do this and I set this to be that, and then this to be like a light yellow, and then crush. Red, orange, white. Set that as the color. Bingo! That's looking really cool. I think this is just a bit too strong, so math multiply. Yeah, turn it down a bit. And then 10. That's looking pretty cool. Where have the particles gone? Let's put all of the candles into a collection. Candles. Close that. What is this? M balls, the meta balls. Where are they? What? No, don't know what that was. Wind turbulence, plane 1. This is the table. That's quite important. Plane 2 is book cover. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Oh, it's because they weren't happening yet, that's why. Let's just see what happens if I put some depth of field in this. I'm going to do it in Nuke for the proper one, but just want to sort of get a gauge for what it's going to look like. Let's add an empty. Put it kind of where the book is, like here. Let's call this focus, and then just do a bit of depth of field in camera. Depth of field, focus, render, f-stop 0.5, blades 8 or 9. Not much happening. 6 of the scale of the scene, 0.1, there we go. 0.25. Hendrik, hello, what's up? I'm good, how are you? I think the scale of this looks a bit weird. Maybe I'll make it smaller. UV editor. Boom. Mask visor. What's it called again? Table runes. Hand drawn. There we go. Material preview. Let's make it a lot smaller, like that, and then just bring it more to the front, I think. Rendered. Yeah. It's kind of cool. Maybe even a bit smaller. Like that. Nice. I just feel like it's missing the wow factor at the moment. I think the lighting's still a bit ropey. Maybe if I turn these emission strengths up quite a lot, they'll add some more environmental lighting. 20. The thing is, the candles are quite small, so I can't see them adding much, to be honest. Let's turn off the depth of field. This looks a bit stupid. Where's the white gone? That was working before. 0, 1. What? Oh, it's only working on 1. That's a pain. Maybe if I do object. Is that going to change it? I think it's like doing a gradient throughout the scene. Oh well. Rotate. Could you add some crystals or some incense type stuff? That's not a bad idea. I made a magic crystal for a run challenge before. I don't think I still have the blender file. That'd be quite a fun thing to drop in. There we go. That's looking kind of good. It's not doing it to all of them though. Ah, for God's sake. I don't know how to do that. Whatever. Whatever. If I do that, it's the wrong way around. Oh no, that was the right way around. Why is the gradient so crap? It's like a 3-tone bit of fire. Let's just do this. And then set this to be higher. That'll do. They're going to be out of focus anyway, who cares? I think it needs like the lighting is what's letting it down at the moment. I'm trying to work out. I want to do like some sort of crazy edge lighting. Just trying to work out what the best way to do it is. How do I set this to like 20? Yeah, it's kind of cool. Maybe they need to be sharper. Size. Let's do like 2. Oh, yeah, that's quite cool with the long shadows. 3. Let's make this a bit red, maybe. Contrasting colours. It's quite cool. Looks like my desk setup with the red and blue LEDs. It's just a bit weak, I think. 30. 30. It's not too bad. Oh, I got some flying candles. I know it's meant to be a magic scene, but that was not my intention. What the hell? They're all on the piss. What's happened here? What's happened here? Individual origins. Don't know what happened there. Oh my god. Why are some of them floating? There we go. Better. It just looks a bit barren, I think, a bit sparse. Crystal could glow, you add them. Yeah, I'm trying to think of... I'm trying to remember if I still have that project file, because I can't really be bothered to make them again. This looks a bit weird now with the red. Let's go back to white. Or white-ish. I think it needs something here. And then I'll jazz it up a bit in Nuke. Light. Point light. Point 5. 5. Maybe a bit more in front. Maybe this would be better if it was like burnt into the table rather than actually on fire, because I think it looks a bit strange at the moment. So what happens if I just do like... Oh, where's the setup for the fire? This bit? How can I do this? I guess just like... I kind of want to do like a just darker version of this, but I don't want to have to duplicate the shader. Maybe I will. Screw it. YOLO. Normal. Roughness. And then just on this one, just do like a curves to make it a lot darker. Doesn't actually look any darker. What? I guess it's just the lighting, isn't it? Let's just see what happens if I do this. black. Mix. Can't see it at all. Oh, I know. Let's put it in the normal map. That would look cool. So I do like another bump. I don't know how legible it will be. Might have to scale it up again to make it more visible. But if we, if I take this and put it into the height, and then do like -2 for the distance. Oh, that should look pretty cool. Yeah, so it's like carved into the table. That's pretty sweet, actually. Oh, I just deleted it. That doesn't help. Yeah, I mean that looks pretty cool. I'm going to bring it forward a little bit so it's more visible again. How do we do that? UV editor. Runes, hand drawn. Which way is it? This way? Material preview. I can't see what I'm doing. Yes, look at this. Purple crystals. Possibly. I think the crystals idea is cool. That looks nice, actually. I like that. It's much better than the sort of weird glow it was doing before. What else does this need? I don't really know what to do for the background. Maybe the candles could be floating. That might be quite funky. Let's just try a load of variations. So I put them up like here. And then just grab a few. Actually, I could do like a random transform thing. Random transform Z location. Hey! And then obviously fix some of the ones that are going nuts. It's getting a bit Harry Pottery with the floating candles. This one looks a bit strange there. Let's do that. Got a COVID test. Wish me luck. Good luck, man. Hope it goes okay. Oh, the variation's a bit buggered on this. Can't have two of the same next to each other. That's not allowed. Okay, I'm kind of digging it now. I think the composition is cooler now that there's stuff actually sort of filling the top half of the screen. Let's make this a bit bigger so it actually fills the screen as well. Ooh. Oh, that hasn't actually fixed it because it's now going off the edge again. Scale X. I don't want to stretch this texture too much. It looks alright. It's fine. It's fine. And then I think we might be pretty close to being done. The rest of the comp magic I'm going to do in Nuke with like some volume raise and stuff. Maybe a few magic crystals would look cool, just like scattered around on the table. Let's see if anyone's made some so that I don't have to model them. Oops. Crystal. I guess I could download the actual one that I made. Oh, this is kind of what I wanted anyway. Because it is on Turbo Squid somewhere. Let's just use this for now. Download. Crystal extract to media. And challenge. Shot 1. Blender. Geo. Okay. back in Blender. Import OBJ. Media. Vaughan Blender. Geo Crystal OBJ. Cool. That's easy. Oh, it's fallen apart. That's fine. Don't like that bottom bit anyway. Shade smooth. I guess I don't want it to be shaded smooth, do I? It's kind of meant to be like this. That looks pretty cool. Let's give it a cool glassy texture. Shader editor. Transmission. I guess not. Just do an actual glass BSDF red. That looks kind of cool. Oh, a bit dark, isn't it? Bit dark, that. There we go. Just, I want to be able to see some of the table through it. There we go. That's looking cool. And then maybe I could just nab this over here, break it up into a few different pieces and have like a pile of them. Separate by loose parts. Cool. Actually, let's put them all on the same side. Put something else on the other side. Yeah, that's alright. Let's make a few different colours of the glass. Red glass, and then this will be, let's make another one. Red glass. Green grass. Grass? Glass. Green. And then, didn't actually need to delete it. Blue glass. And then let's just copy some of the materials. Like this. Ah, you can hardly see them. Maybe I'll put them on the other side. Changed my mind. Where's the green one? God, this is a noisy scene. Oh, they're all red. There we go. Green. Cool. And then, how do I guess if I do an emission and kind of combine them. I don't really know what this will look like, but hopefully it'll be cool. Oh, does it just kind of lose all its transparency? Yes, it does. Maybe it could have something inside it that's glowing? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it. Maybe it's just time to render and then make it look cool in Nuke. Yeah, I think that's the plan. So, render layers. I guess I want the book as the foreground. So that will be not the candles. Crystals. Crystals. They can go for now. And then obviously the table can go. So it's just the book and the particles. Perfect. I think I'll even do the particles separate. Oh no, I can't because they're attached. 71, 71. Okay, and then new, let's go compositor. So this will be called book. And then we do another one. This will be called table. And this will have the crystals, not the candles, I don't think. Not the sparks, not the pages, not the book cover. Oh, is that not in its own thing? Let's put this in pages. Oh. And that. So there we go. That's just the table. Awesome. And then candles. I need to make a new one of these. So book, table, and then this needs to be table denoising data. Cool. And then candles, denoising data, and then this needs an emission, so that I can split that out for compositing. So what's this? Candles, no table, no crystals, no sparks, no pages, just the candles. Yeah. And this should be called candles. So candles, table, book. I think that's everything. So let's do a render. Like 300, 500 samples. See what it looks like. Now I wait for the results. Oh, did you do one at home? Nice one. Motion blur on the particles looks cool. Didn't think about that when I was making them. But it's a happy mistake, as Bob Ross would say. I think the cool look of this is going to come from doing the glows and stuff in comp, because on its own it's a bit underwhelming. The book looks cool, and the table looks cool. I think as a piece it's a bit meh at the moment, but I'm going to try and change that. Do some magic in Nuke. Come on. There we go. I think the table texture looks really cool with the scratches and stuff, and then the like carved in runes. That was a great suggestion. Where's the stream thing gone? Okay. Jesus, 422 people have watched the stream. There's a lot of people. There we go. That's looking cool. Might need a bit of denoising in the old. What's that? The transmission reflections or something? I don't even know. It might do it on its own actually. The denoiser in the optics one's very, very good. There we go. It's just gone. No noise at all. Be interesting to see how it handles the candles. I think the candles look a bit boring actually. Maybe they need some more texture on them. We'll see. We'll see. I can always re-render them on their own. Yeah, they just look a bit plastic. Maybe it needs like a noise. I think it needs more subsurface so you see the fire coming through them a bit more. We'll see. Is that done? Yeah. Okay, let's have a look in Nuke. See what it looks like. Let's set this back to HD. Render challenge, shot 1, blender, renders. Bang. So, background. Oh, that looks sweet with the fall off. I like. Bang. think I'll put some like smoke or something in the background just so it's not completely dead. Okay, in fact let's do that now because that'll look cool. Is there an alpha? Yes, there is. Lovely. Let's see what I've got in my library of stuff. Action VFX. Do I have any smoke stuff? I don't think I do. Ground fire. No, it's all fire. Could put some fire in the background. That might look quite cool. Smoke. Dark smoke. Smoke. Wisp. It's kind of cool. That might look quite cool. I want like a more of like an atmosphere-y thing. It's not too bad. I think it's a bit small. Is there an? I thought there was an oh, there is an atmospheres thing. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm after. Frame hold. No such thing as gamma 1.8. You're having a giggle, mate. It's right there. There we go. Let's find a good frame. Input. There we go. That one's quite cool. Frame hold. And then set this as the background. Oh, reformat. There we go. Then I kind of want to ease that edge off a little bit. So I wonder if I can do like just a matte. So it's like it's falling off into nothing sort of thing. Invert. Lots of blur. Probably needs to come forward more. Actually, maybe just the smoke is only lighter as it gets higher up. So I put it like here and then do a ramp so that we don't really see it at the edge of the table so much. Bang. Not too bad, just gives it something going on in the back. And then maybe just exaggerate the highlights a bit more. Grade. Oh, not doing anything. Oh, there we go. Yes, that's better. Cool. It's not doing much. 6. Yeah, that's better. Maybe make this a bit blue as well. Something interesting. Oh, yes. Okay. There's not much smoke on the right. Maybe I can just paint it a bit more. Or just take another frame, actually. Let's go like here. Frame hold. Bang. Transform. Flip it, maybe? Yeah. Mirror. I just realised the music stopped. That's upsetting. Upsetting. Play. There we go. The tunes are back. I've lost the chat now. Could use a Z depth pass or Z depth pass and make it flow in the scene. I could do. I kind of like how it's just in the background, but maybe I'll try that. Mirror flop. Let's just key mix these together. Wham. You'd never know that they weren't the same element. Just turn the mix down a bit. Lovely. Lovely. Cool. Okay, let's do some glow for the candles. I think the table looks awesome. Shuffle out the old emission pass. Actually, it's only got one. There we go. Exponential glow. Minus. And then let's make them quite glowy, I think. Oh, chef's kiss. Actually, plus down here. Bang. And then this. I think maybe make the table a bit darker. And the candles. Camera them up a bit to get rid of that waxy texture. And then, okay, shuffle the emission out of this, which gives me just the pages and the particles. Put cool glow on this as well. Super glow. Just make it a bit more, yeah. Bang, minus, plus. Nice. And then I think I'll also do like a super bloomy one. Just like this. Just very softly over the top. 1,000. That's probably a bit much. 600. Plus. Yeah, just a bit of bloom like that. So looking kind of cool. Should probably save this. We're in the challenge. Shot 1. Nuke. Scripts. Shot 1. Where are you from, sir? You don't have to call me sir, but that's very polite of you. I'm from London. Well, in the United Kingdom. Not originally from here, but around London. I was born in a place called Suffolk, which is like 80 miles north of London. Just outside. But yeah, I now live in London. Why is that so lifted? Oh, it's because of the bloom. I think that's kind of nice. Right, now all it's missing is some DOF, or depth of field. Might just fake it, to be honest, because it's kind of... You can almost just get away with like a ramp. Let's try... Maybe like this. Defocus. Oh, that's good. That's good. Too much, but it's good. Yes, look at that. That's looking really cool now. Me gusta. It's probably a bit dark in the back. Let's make the table a bit brighter. Oh no, that's not the table. That's the smoke. Which one's the table? There we go. Gamma. I think the crystals are probably a bit saturated, but hey ho. What can you do? And then I think maybe make the book a bit brighter to exaggerate it. Yes, that's nice. And then let's do some volume raise, which I was talking about the whole time. Probably from the emission, I think. It's very like... Don't really know how this will work, but let's see. Yes, look at that. Quality, very high, of course, only the best. And then... Plus. Look at that. Very funky. You good at this, Alfie? You should work in VFX. Oh man, what a plan! What a plan! If only. Let's just cut this out. Bong 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 bong. Mask. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. It still feels like it's missing something. I'm trying to work out what that something is. Maybe like a... I don't know. Put a bit of a glow on the book maybe as well. Just very subtly. Just to give those highlights a bit of a ping. Minus from this. My Nuke script is such a mess. It's not always like this. This is just when I'm slap comping. Screen or plus? That's the question. Yeah, I think that helps. Just softens the edges of the pages a bit. Cool, cool, cool. I wonder if it would be nice to have different depths of defocus on the candles, because it's a bit flat at the moment. Oh, also, I bet there's some black points that are very messy. Yeah, there are. CG grading. Black point up. And then on the table, CG grading. God, what's going on with these values? They're mental. Oh well. Cool. Oh, I need to take that out of the defocus. Bosh. Normally I'd do this with an actual pass in Blender, but just because this is only one frame, I'm just going to hack it a little bit in Nuke. Could probably key the red actually, but too late now. Lovely. Stencil this from the roto. And now it's no longer super defocused. I think that might do actually. I'm pretty happy with it. Maybe the table's a bit bright again. We keep going back and forth. Let's go a bit darker. Camera down a bit more. I just want to see like the highlights really. In fact, yeah, maybe I'll key the highlights and then darken everything else down a bit more. So darker overall, but then bang the highlights up. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty nice. A little bit more gamma just so you can see the detail in that. Maybe a bit less saturation. It's a bit red. Lovely. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it there. I think that will do. Oh, actually, let's just do a bit of a different level of defocus on the candles, because that looks a bit weird. What's the best way to do this, I wonder? Maybe if I just draw some masks. Let's put this up here. And then on the candles... Oh, someone's driving past in a motorbike. We'll have like 3 levels of defocus. So the front will be these couple. And then, what should I call this? Foreground. Mid-ground. Actually, not that one. Delete. And then the rest can be in the back. MG. So let's do 3 levels of defocus. First one will be on just the back, so if I plus these together and then do invert, plus invert. This is such a hack way of doing a defocus. I should have just done it in Blender. So like that, and then for the mid ground only, actually foreground is the only one that's not in this one, so crank that up. This one even more, and then just for the foreground just blur it a little bit like that. Background even more, midground a little bit less, foreground a bit less. That's not bad. See how that looks. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, there we go. Cool. Yeah, just adds a bit of different levels. That one's probably a bit too, still not enough. There we go. I feel like pretty much all comp is just hacking it. Depends. If I was doing this as a proper VFX shot, I would render passes, because obviously also having to do it on the move is much harder than hacking a still frame. But for this, sometimes it's just easier just to slap it together. But no, like for defocusing and stuff, I would never normally try and do it in 2D. That's like a suicide. Okay, and then I think a cheeky vignette to finish it off. Just at the edges. Bang. Bit of color grading, make it pop. Still think that table's a bit light. Darker. There we go. Is that good enough? Yeah, let's call it there. Render time. So this is going to be a JPEG. RGB. Render frame 207 for some reason. And then the final step is to slap this in the Discord. Nuke comps. Oh, where's it gone? Did I not render it properly? It's gone somewhere. Oh, it's rendered as a pre-comp into. Didn't change the naming. So it'll be in pre-comps. Yeah, call it UD plate. Upload. Here's my render from the live stream. I hope to see yours soon. And there we go. Happy days. I'm going to end the stream there. That's kind of the end of, well, I guess the end of the magic. Thank you very much to everyone that's still tuned in. I know that's been a bit of a long one. It's been almost 3 hours. Especially Jamie for his wonderful donation, and for, I think he's pretty much been here for the whole time. Hope everyone enjoyed. Hope this was useful. Looking forward to see all the stuff that everyone does and submits. Hopefully there'll be some more entries in the render challenge before the end of the month.